It's a tough old game, wasn't it? I mean, I actually feel a bit different to the Sale game. In the Sale game, I kind of felt that we didn't really hit the pitch in the right frame of mind, and we prepared to put the amount of physical work we needed into the game. Didn't feel like that today. I thought we did hit the pitch prepared to work hard. I think our start showed that. I think physically we committed to it really well. Mentally, were we quite as sharp as we needed to be? Well, you have to kind of say no, don't you? I mean, the mistakes that led to soft points put huge pressure on us, but then you've got to give credit to Bristol. They came here and I don't know if I've seen a team snatch on every single moment that they had to score points as well as Bristol did today, particularly in that first half, and that put us under some scoreboard pressure. And I've just said to the lads, it feels different to the Sale game. The Sale game, I felt that we weren't quite ready to physically commit enough, especially in that first half, to deserve to win the game. It didn't feel like we weren't prepared to work hard today. I think we were prepared to work hard, and we actually have had to work exceptionally hard to end up winning the game. But I think it felt to me like a slightly individual type performance. I think I've said to the lads, when I review the game, I think there's quite a number of you who actually played very well today. From a first viewing, I thought Tom Waldron was very good. I thought Luke Cowan-Dickey was very good. Ollie Woodburn was very good. There were some good standout performances. Did we really come together collectively as a really good collective performance? We have to say no. But again, we've come through a really tough challenge and got 5 points, and things are still in our hands. And I'm hoping now that actually what we need, which is a real bit of excitement and a real tough challenge, which is going to Quins, will bring the best out of us, because I'm not sure whether maybe the last 2 games have been a little bit like no-win situations for us. We're at the top end of the league. The games we kind of should win to stay top end of the league, but even so, they're still tough Premiership games. And so I'm hoping now that we've got through these 2, we've collected our 10 points, and now actually we've got to get excited coming in on Monday for a really tough game away at Harlequins with a large number of their internationals back, live on TV on a Friday night. And so that really brings the best out of us.
Do you feel there are a few too many sort of individual errors in there, and if so, how are you going to?
Yeah, there are some individual errors, aren't there? I mean, that's the trouble. I mean, if you concede 2 interception tries, that's 14 pretty soft points. And a lot of teams don't come back from that, in any scenario. And then if you couple that with the 3rd try, where we looked half asleep when we suddenly had to defend, because it always looked like we weren't expecting to have to defend. Because if you actually break the game down, it looked like a game of extra attacking, Bristol holding on and then scoring points. And that was a bit what it was like. And as frustrating as that became, we actually didn't lose our discipline. We didn't really become completely out of shape. We could always revert pressure. Which obviously I'm really pleased with. The fact that we reverted pressure over and over again and we've scored enough points to win the game is fantastic. There are obviously some individual things there that aren't good enough, but as I said, I think some of those things you can address with a good chat, and you can address with a good challenge that's coming ahead.
What was the changing room like at half time?
Changing room was okay, because actually, like I said, it was different to Sale game. Sale game for me, it was very easy. It was just about actually saying to them, you're not prepared to work hard enough here, guys. If you're not prepared to work hard, you don't win games of Premiership Rugby. And it was a pretty simple equation for us. This was different, and we actually needed to avoid getting very frustrated with what happened. The easy points we'd given away, we had to really fight to not let that become a frustration for us. And actually, I thought the lads dealt with that pretty well, because even when things didn't go quite how we wanted to in the second half, you didn't see us fall apart at any stage. We didn't suddenly start chasing after ball that wasn't there. We didn't suddenly start giving up loads of penalties. We exerted the majority of the territory and possession pressure through the whole second half, and probably through most of the game. And I think ultimately that's paid off for us. Were we absolutely flat out? Were we actually at our best? Did we make every opportunity happen? No. We've lost a lot of opportunities out there. We didn't convert 5 metre pressure as well as we normally would. There's still been plenty of points out there that we failed, but we've converted enough to win a game, come through a tough pressure situation, and now we can move on.
And just finally, in a slightly more general sense, how much do you read into the last 2 games? Because you haven't played as much rugby.
I can't. I'll be honest with you now. I don't think I can read too much into it at all. I think I'll read a lot more into where our form is post the Harlequins game, because I think ultimately then we'll actually see ourselves facing a challenge that we know is going to be a challenge. And I know it sounds awful, but I'm kind of wondering whether the 2 home games have actually brought the best out of us, either in our preparation or what we were actually expecting from the game. And actually, there are elements where I'm not sure whether there was a little bit of, if we play and we play quite well, we'll probably come through. And both games have felt a little bit like that, and that's what eventually has happened. We've kind of gone out there and played okay and eventually come over the top of the opposition. Well, we know we can't do that in future games, so I'm hoping that will knock that out of us a little bit.